Hey everybody, we are live at Paste Studios right now with Eli Young Band. Guys, thanks for being here. It's great
Thanks
to see
for
you
having
again.
us.
Yeah, in the new tape room. We saw you in the old tape room. Same tapes, new location.
Same
so thanks
stuff,
for,
different room. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, man. Thanks for coming back and doing it again. And,
Thanks for having us back.
Congratulations. So this is Eli Young Band. Greatest Hits was just announced yesterday. It's gonna be on shelves on March 29th. So congratulations on that release.
Thank you.
Upcoming release, and we're gonna hear 3 songs from it. Can you tell us what you're doing first?
Yeah, we this first song is it's actually a new song that's included on the Hits record, a song called Love Ain't.
All right, love to hear it.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The hotels are made for 2 nights of stays, checking in and out, meeting strangers in the lobby, waking up and leaving town the next day. But love ain't. And whiskey's poured for when you're bored and alone on Friday night, when you wanna lose yourself, need a place to hide from all the pain. But love ain't. Love ain't you on a sidewalk in your new dress all alone. Love ain't you calling me 'cause he ain't picking up his phone. The way you're talking sounds like he's somebody you should hate. I may not know what love is, girl, but I know what love ain't. Come over, let me show you what he can't, 'cause he can only show you what love ain't. Sad movies are for crying on the couch there in the dark. That sad song, it was written just to try and get your heart break. But love ain't. Love ain't you on a sidewalk in your new dress all alone. Love ain't you calling me 'cause he ain't picking up his phone. The way you're talking sounds like he's somebody you should hate. I may not know what love is, girl, but I know what love ain't. Come over, let me show you what he can't, 'cause he can only show you what love ain't. Love ain't. Hey, yeah. Love ain't. Wondering what he's doing. Love ain't. Feeling like a fool and you can't keep letting him do it to you. 'Cause love ain't you on a sidewalk in your new dress all alone. Love ain't you calling me 'cause he ain't picking up his phone. The way you're talking sounds like he's somebody you should hate. I may not know what love is, girl, but I know what love ain't. I may not know what love is, girl, but I know what love ain't. Come over, let me show you what he can, 'cause he can only show you what love ain't. Love ain't. Hey, yeah. Love ain't. Hey, yeah. Thank you.
All right, that sounds great, man. I love the arrangement in this room and how it sounds in the more intimate setting. I was just listening to it to that song before we started here, but I love both versions of it. So thanks for doing it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Can we talk a little bit about the video for it too, which I've just watched, and I dare anybody to watch this video and not get choked up about it. And can you talk a little bit about the video, your work with the Wounded Warrior Project, and
Yeah, I mean, when we started talking about a music video for this song, we just kind of wanted to find the epitome of what love is, because that's what the song's about. And so we started bouncing around ideas, and I think that when we started kind of talking with Wounded Warrior Project about if they had any ideas, of that, just that couple that has that truly amazing love story. And they had sent us some of the home video footage of Taylor and Daniel Morris. Taylor Morris came home serving his country, a quadruple amputee, and Danielle at the time was his girlfriend before he went overseas, and all that footage is from the day that they met to the day that they got married, and it's a beautiful story. I don't think it's one of those videos that makes you feel bad about life when you watch it. It's one of those ones that just it makes you want to be a better person and a better father, a better partner, a better everything, and I think that's what we love about it, and we're just really glad that they were a part of it.
Well, thanks for sharing for making that video in the first place, for sharing it with us here live today.
I appreciate
and can you tell us what you guys are going to play second today?
Yeah, we're gonna play. It's another song that's new that we're adding to the hits record. This is Eli Young Band record. We really love the song. We just kind of started playing it live, and so we're excited about it. We hope everyone likes it like we do.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Was in my bedroom at midnight when I first heard Nirvana. I was 16 the first time I told a girl I loved her. It was Matagorda Bay when I got my first taste of booze. Where were you? Where were you? When I was pouring out my heart for a few dollars in a jar. When I sold a few dreams just to buy a used car. Back when I was still figuring out what a man's supposed to do. Where were you? Where were you? Yeah, I wanna know every second of your story. All the highs and the lows, all the grit, all the glory. Who'd you kiss? Who'd you hurt? What band was on your shirt? Where were you? Where were you? Was your heart getting broke when someone was bending mine? When I was looking for a reason, were you looking for a rhyme? When I was talking to the stars, were you confessing to the moon? I wish I knew. Where were you? Yeah, I wanna know every second of your story. All the highs and the lows, all the grit, all the glory. Who'd you kiss? Who'd you hurt? What band was on your shirt? Where were you? Where were you? Yeah, I wanna hear about the bottom of your heartbreaks, your champagne year. Was it New York? Was it LA? When you got up, when you fell, when you finally found yourself. Where were you? Where were you? Yeah. Your last and your first, your best and your worst, all the twists, all the turns, all the diamonds in the dirt. Yeah, I wanna know. Yeah, I wanna know. Who'd you kiss? Who'd you hurt? What band was on your shirt? I wanna hear about the bottom of your heartbreaks, champagne year. Was it New York? Was it LA? When you got up, when you fell, when you finally found yourself. Where were you? Where were you? When you got up, when you fell, when you finally found yourself. Where were you? Where were you? Thank you. Yeah, man.
All right. Thank you. Sounds great. Can we? It's like the simplest question of all time, but this room seems so conducive to talking about musical influences, and I mean, we're sitting here in 60 years of rock and roll history,
Pretty amazing.
not just rock. I mean, music history in general. The Newport Jazz Festival is here. It's across all spectrum of music. Can you talk a little bit about some of the artists that you guys listen to? Maybe you bonded over early on, and because you guys met in college, right, North Texas?
Yeah, we've been a band. This is our 20th year of being a band. Yeah, I mean, obviously, like the first 8 years or so, we were in college, and yes, and it took some of us 8 years to finish.
Not really.
Okay,
I
7.
know you're looking back at me. It took me.
No, I was just generally looking in a direction. But I mean, we came from a lot of different directions. I think musically, all this stuff back in college. I think all of our influences kind of started, just molding together and becoming what our sound is, and I mean, everything from Springsteen to Petty to Paul Simon, so on and so forth. And I think that a lot of that, walking around and seeing some of these tapes, it's kind of it's pretty amazing that all of this history is in these rooms and stuff. So, we were sitting here looking at like the tapes for Live Aid, and it's Tina Turner and Mick Jagger. Just tapes right there. It's pretty.
Oh, Hank Williams, Stevie Ray Vaughan, different acts that we've just covered over the years, and I mean Santana's all over this place. But I mean, it's pretty cool, and we love tangible music. We're really excited that our new compilation record we're putting out on vinyl,
Nice.
as we did our last record. We've always wanted to, but this is so cool for to be able to hold music. It's nice to be able to hold music.
I mean, we grew up in a time when you wanted to touch it, you wanted to read it, you wanted to find out who wrote it, who produced it, who engineered it, what studio they recorded it in, so being in a place like this is for musicians like us, it's like kid in a candy store,
Totally. I wish I had a copy of that. That Stevie Ray show was live in Austin in it's either 84 or 85, but we cut that one to vinyl. So there is a gatefold 180 gram, like a physical version of that out there in the world now as well. And actually that Van Morrison show that's sitting directly behind you right now, that is another one that was cut to vinyl. Van Morrison Bottom Line in 1978.
Yeah, will that fit in my backpack?
It
It goes missing. Blame that guy.
I know you guys got another thing to do after this, but if you got any time and you want to nerd out about these tapes, open those boxes, man. There's engineer notes in a lot of them.
That's awesome.
I didn't know we could actually open the box.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
We're afraid to touch anything.
We'll put the gloves on.
So you guys are going to play a third off of This Is Eli Young Band, the greatest hits record. Can you tell us what's coming up last?
Yeah, when we were in the middle of promoting Crazy Girl, Crazy Girl was our first #1 song, and it really, it changed our lives. It changed everything for the Eli Young Band. And when we were in the middle of promoting that song to radio, we kind of got in that last stretch, that last top 15, top 10, and we decided to do an acoustic version of the song and send it out to radio, and that was the only place it was. Like anybody at radio might have had a copy of it, and then us, and so there weren't the fans weren't able to get their hands on this acoustic version of Crazy Girl. And over the years, there have been a lot of fans that have asked, when are you going to release like an acoustic version of Crazy Girl? And so we decided with this This Is Eli Young Band record to include it as a bonus track for the record. So we're excited that everybody gets to finally hear it,
All right, I'm excited to hear it right now.
All right.
Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Baby, why you wanna cry? You really ought to know that I just have to walk away sometimes. Gonna do what lovers do, gonna have a fight or two, but I ain't ever changing my mind. Crazy girl, don't you know that I love you? I wouldn't dream of going nowhere. Silly woman, come here, let me hold you. If I told you lately I love you like crazy girl, I wouldn't last a single day, probably just fade away. Without you, I had to lose my mind. Before you ever came along, I was living life all wrong. Smartest thing I ever did was make you all mine. Crazy girl, don't you know that I love you? love you like crazy girl. Like crazy girl. Crazy girl, don't you know that I love you? I wouldn't dream of going nowhere. Silly woman, come here, let me hold you. If I told you lately I love you like crazy girl, don't you know that I love you? I wouldn't dream of going nowhere. Silly woman, come here, let me hold you. If I told you lately I love you like crazy girl. Like crazy, crazy girl. Like crazy.
Guys, we appreciate it, man. Thank you for coming through and making this part of your New York trip. I know you guys have a lot going on. You've got the show day tomorrow. You're doing the salute to Texas Independence Day tomorrow
we're from
at
Texas,
Terminal 5.
so yeah, we bring the Texas Independence Day celebration to New York City. Why not, right?
Yeah, and if you bring a Texas tattoo or a T-shirt from a Texas college, you get a free drink at the show tomorrow, evidently.
That's how they do it every year.
Yeah, man. So it's with Pat Green and with Aaron Watson, both guys who have come in here and played here. So tell those guys we said hi.
We will do that.
And you've got a ton of dates announced. There's dates announced all the way into September. It's all up at EliYoungBand.com. And Dawn Barnes from the internet says, "Love you guys. When are you coming to the UK?" So there's no UK day. It's public right now, but Dawn wants
Our
to see
manager's right there, so he's listening.
Yeah.
We get a lot of requests to come over to the UK. So can you make that happen? All right.
Nice. Well, thank you guys for doing this. We appreciate it, and travel safely. Have a great show tomorrow night, and best of luck on this is Eli Young Band, The Greatest Hits, which is coming out on March 29th.
Thanks for having us back.
All right. Thank you.